welcome back, and thanks for following along. I'm Paige with the Hardy Group, and today I'm going to talk to you about something a little more unique, not necessarily a home tour, but I will take you along on a house so that, you can see what you can get for under $600 in Temecula, which is kind of unique. We have these things called Mello-Roos or special assessments out in this area. And if you're not from here and you're relocating, it's something very unique and different to taxes. So in Riverside County, we have 1.1% base tax rate, which goes for every single house. And what the tax assessors do is that they add on these bonds called Mello-Roos. And they can be for anything like schools, fire departments, roads, infrastructure. One of the communities out here has the bond that is paid for a big road on Clinton Keith and Murrieta, connecting Winchester and Murrieta together, which has been super duper beneficial to everybody around here. And one thing that people forget to calculate when they're doing their budgets or when they are looking at properties, and this is why it's really good to have a local agent, because I've had a lot of clients that are here and maybe we're working with an out-of-area agent and they're like, we had no idea. I'm like, oh my God, it's something that we really need to talk about. So if you're relocating to the area and you feel like maybe you don't have a good grasp or a good person that you've been getting advice from, reach out. Relocation experts, been around here for 20 years, and when I moved here back in 2005, like a lot of these properties with Mello-Roos did not exist. And so anything that's been built over 2005 most likely will have these bonds. So what happens is when you're building a house, and I've built a house, so I really understand, like, from ground up, when you're dealing with permits in city or county or whatever, you have to pay these bonds when you build a house. And so what they're doing is that they're putting it on to the homeowner instead of them paying for them. So like the older houses built in the 80s and the 90s don't have them because it was pretty inexpensive to just take that on themselves back then. And so now, let's say you go and build a house individually from scratch, ground up, you have to pay transportation bonds, you have to pay school bonds, and those can run anywhere between, when we built our house, I think the school bond was like $9,000. And so instead of us paying it, when you have a big development, they make the new homeowners pay for that kind of stuff. So it's really interesting to see like why those fees are there. But having the transportation bonds and the school bonds is it pays for, new schools, new infrastructure, new, just different programs. And these bonds are anywhere from 20 to 30. The brand new homes are like 40-year bonds now. And those can range all the way up to making your tax rate about 1.8 to 1.9% total. So these are like really, really important if you're moving to this area from a different area, even in California and moving here, that just, you guys don't have those in some areas. A lot of the rural properties don't have them, because they were built forever ago, and we know now land is expensive, and so you're not gonna get a lot more land around here like you would back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So again, if you're relocating to the area, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow along. We've got a lot of tips and tricks of buying houses, and so since we've been out here for so long, I know which neighborhoods have higher taxes than others. And so it's super important if you're trying to stay within a certain budget and you care about your tax base and your tax rate. Some people just don't care. They're like, whatever, I want what I want. Totally cool. Can also find you that. But being an educated, smart buyer is very important in these ages that we're living in. This house that I'm going to just give a quick little tour is a little fixer-upper in Paloma del Sol for $550, and the taxes are quite low in Paloma, which is good. They've got a really nice community center. There's like 5 community pools. and parks all over the place. And so it's a really good, desirable neighborhood. Most homes in Paloma, though, do not go for under 6. They're usually anywhere from 6 to 7. There are smaller houses there, great schools. First-time home buyers are great in this neighborhood because it's a very easy to move up neighborhood. And then next door is Paseo, which are the little bit bigger houses, a little newer, and those have a little higher taxes than Paloma. Because Paloma was built probably in the 80s and 90s. So, anyway, great neighborhood. Gonna take you on a little tour. I want to know what you think about this. If you think it's worth $550, or the agent priced it way too low, or like what's happening here. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.